episode of Game Time, presented by the New Mexico Department of Health. This week, we are in Gallup, New Mexico with the Gallup Bengals, the Class 4A state softball champs, and head coach Crystal Pablo. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you.
Congratulations, first off. And what's it feel like 48 hours, a couple days later, after winning the state title, to be state champs?
It's a great feeling. This has been a goal for us since last year, and we knew what we wanted to do, and we accomplished that.
What's it mean to accomplish that first one, the first state softball title for Gallup High School? We're in a gym surrounded by state basketball championships. What's it like to hang the first softball one?
It's definitely historic for our program. Last year we were the first team to make it to the state championship game, and so this year we just finished the job. We came back strong and we made it to the championship, and we didn't look back, and we wanted that win.
I'll say you came back strong. Let's talk a little bit about your tournament run. You posted double-digit runs in each of your games leading up to that final. What were you thinking once you reached that championship game once again for the second straight year? What was your message to the team?
It was just, finishing strong and, wanting to work as a team, a lot of teamwork with each other and communication, and, everyone has each other's backs, and, we just wanted them to have fun out there.
Taking on Lovington in the championship this year and posted the shutout, 8-0. Did you expect the shutout? What kind of game were you expecting?
I wasn't expecting, them to do good, and, they did their job. They were doing good, hitting, defense, pitching, all around good job on them, and, they did great. Fantastic. They did their job.
Let's prop up a couple of these ladies. Who really got it done for you this year? Who were some of the standout performers?
Well, I think first off would be like one of our pitchers, S.J. Haynes, and so she definitely carried the team on the mound, and even hitting-wise, just a leader right there.
Did you guys have a slogan, a motto, something that drove you through the season? I know a lot of teams like to kind of, have a message that they like to preach week after week. What was yours?
I think, going into the tournament, we just kept telling each other, keep going. Even though when we made mistakes or errors or something, we just had to tell each other to get over our mistakes, and, we have to keep going if we want to keep going into the tournament and making it to the championship.
You ended the season, if I'm not mistaken, winning your last 16 games. Did this team get better and better each game and peak at the end?
I believe so. I think there was definitely more potential in the team, and we just finished strong all the way through.
All right, so how do you feel? Are we talking repeat for next year already? We're going to hang another one of these banners? How about that?
That would be great to have a repeat. I think this championship just gives us, shows the girls the potential, and how much hard work that they have to put in to get those good results, and a lot of hard work next year, and just trying to fill in those roles again.
And lastly, how would you summarize this season? It ended with the championship banner, a blue trophy. What kind of year has it been? How would you kind of summarize this whole season?
Well, I think it was very different. We had a lot of trials and, obstacles that we had to go through as a team, if it was injuries or, stuff off the field. And, I think that just made our team even stronger. And, these girls are strong, and in the face of adversity, they did a great job, and as a team they came more together through anything and relied on each other.
Well, they got it done in the end. Congratulations, ladies, and congratulations. Enjoy this one, and who knows, we might have more state softball banners to hang in the Gallup gym in the future.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be back with more Game Time after this. The New Mexico Activities Association is excited to announce the NMAA 24/7 mobile app. Whether you're a student, coach, parent, or player, you can have the power of the NMAA right in the palm of your hand. Find scores and schedules, follow your favorite teams, receive special offers from NMAA sponsors, get state championship information, highlights, features, and much more. Download the free NMAA 24/7 mobile app in the App Store or Google Play. Get it now. Are you living the life of an athlete? The New Mexico Activities Association brings you Life of an Athlete, a resource for students, educators, and parents to understand the challenges students face. Athletes, did you know one night of drinking will negatively affect your athletic performance for 2 weeks? Or that athletes who drink and do drugs are twice as likely to get injured? Alcohol's effects can reduce a high school athlete's potential by as much as 20 to 30%. Are you living the life of an athlete? Log on to lifeofanathlete.com to find out today. Do you love sports? Do you want a front row seat for exciting high school sports action in New Mexico? If the answer is yes to either of those questions, then becoming an interscholastic sports official may be right for you. The New Mexico Officials Association is looking for individuals age 15 years or older to serve as officials in 10 different sports. No experience is necessary and training is provided. If you're interested, call 505-923-3110. That's 505-923-3110, or go to the website nmact.org and click on the Officials tab. Welcome back to Game Time, presented by the New Mexico Department of Health. This week we are in Gallup, New Mexico to talk to the state champs. But Gallup isn't the only newly crowned queen of the softball community. Here's a look at some of the other Blue Trophy winners. In Class 5A, top seed Carlsbad took on Centennial. The Hawks jumped out to the lead in the early innings off a 3-run homer by Amanda Valles. It was tied at 5-all in the fifth when Carlsbad took the lead on a 5-run inning. 13-6 is the final. Carlsbad takes it. It's their 17th state title. In Class 3A, top seed Robertson met up with northern rival Santa Fe Indian School. With their community threatened by fires over the past couple weeks, the Robertson softball team made the most of their first championship appearance. Santa Fe Indian School took a 1-0 lead, but Robertson put up 8 unanswered runs after that. 8-1 your final. It's Robertson's first state softball title. In Class A, 2A, it was number 1 against number 2, Loving and Tularosa, in a rematch of last year's title game. But this time, the result was different. Loving put up their first couple runs in the first inning and never looked back. 8-2 is the final. It's championship number 18 for the Loving softball program. Congratulations to all the state softball champs, and congratulations to the baseball state champs too. Oh, I didn't tell you who they were? Well, we had a couple blowout victories in the final game and a rematch revenge game. Well, see for yourself. It was number 1 against number 2 for the Class 5A state baseball title. Carlsbad took on Sandia. The Cavemen posted 3 runs in the first, and as it turned out, they only needed 1. Carlsbad had one of the best pitching staffs in the state this season. Senior lefty Grant Harville struck out 11 as Carlsbad shut out Sandia for the first time all year. The Cavemen blanked the Matadors 7-0 to win the blue. It's Carlsbad's first state title since 2016 and their 12th overall. In a rematch of last year's Class 4A final, defending state champ Albuquerque Academy met up with rival St. Pius once again. This time, the Sartans walked off with the blue trophy. St. Pius scored early with 2 runs in the first, another 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and then 9 in the fifth to hang 15 on the board. St. Pius is your Class 4A champ after a 15-2 final. In Class 3A was New Mexico Military Institute and East Mountain. The Colts scored 3 or more runs in each of their first 4 innings. The state's strikeout leader, Luis Patron, struck out 12 and didn't surrender 1 walk all day. New Mexico Military Institute wins their first state baseball title in program history, 17-1. Eunice took on Capitan for the Class 2A title. This one was put to bed by the second inning. Eunice sent 20 men to the plate and racked up 15 runs along the way in the second frame. Eunice in a blowout win, 21-3. It's the first state title for Eunice since 2015. Eunice has 18 state baseball championships, more than any other program in state history. In Class Single A, Gateway Christian took on Logan in a rematch of the 2021 final. Second verse, same as the first. The Longhorns never trailed in this one. The Logan Longhorns took down the top seed 11-4. It's back-to-back state titles for Logan. Lastly this week, let's take a look back at some of the standout performances from the Western Sky Community Care Class 4A and 5A State Track and Field Championships. We saw some double winners and some new records set.
that last 100 meters, not gonna lie, I thought to myself, you know, second place isn't so bad. But then I had to knock myself right out of it and tell myself I have a chance. So I took that chance, pumped my arms, and then I ended up with the state medal. And it was an amazing feeling at the finish. And I didn't know if I won or not because it was so close, only 0.04 seconds off. But I worked so hard for this, and I am just so glad that it paid off.
That's going to do it for this episode of Game Time, presented by the New Mexico Department of Health. That's also going to do it for the season, our last Game Time episode of the year. Want to say a special thanks to all of our guests all around the state who let us stop by and speak with them week in and week out. Special thanks to Tyler Dunkel for helping put this show together week in and week out, and special thanks to you for watching us week after week. Be sure to check in with us again in the fall. You never know where we're going to show up, but you do know the time. What time is it? Game time. We'll see you next time on Game Time.